Right, 20 minutes, like 20-minute episode, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
All right, ready? Give me a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Media Mixtape podcast, where we talk about movies, music, and sports. This is your sports episode of the week. It's me, your boy Josh G, and sitting right next to me is my brother from the same mother, Obi Jack, a.k.a. Jacob. Now, we had a 59-minute episode where 40 minutes of those we were speaking strictly NBA.
Straight facts.
So you NBA fans out there who are dying for us to speak about the NBA playoffs, Jake and I are just not going to do it again.
We had an hour-long talk about it.
The video
felt like it was a fantastic episode.
The audio got deleted because of some technical difficulties here. So it's just not going to happen. And we're not going to go back and talk about the NBA playoffs. The NBA playoffs are happening.
Well, let's just do it real quick. We had
our predictions for the next round is going to be the Phoenix Suns winning in 5. I have them winning in 5 games.
I have them winning in 7.
We have the Golden State Warriors.
Both winning in 5.
We both have them winning in 5.
Yeah.
We have the Milwaukee Bucks
in 6,
winning in 6, and the Miami Heat winning in 6.
Well. Yeah.
So those are our picks.
They were great
for the
talks.
playoffs. We had a deep, in-depth conversation about the first round and everything that happened as well. So shout out to all the first round that happened. It was just some great series going on. We're just not going to go back and go into detail about every single series because we're just not going to talk for an hour. It's just an hour long. It was an hour long. Wasting our days and time.
And we're pissed.
We're
just as
we're
pissed,
happy, having a good time. Jesse J is in the building. Jesse, say what's up.
Yes, sir. We here.
Y'all hear that applause?
Yeah.
Jake and I upgrading out here. We are upgrading
moving
this
up,
podcast, moving up in the world. Jesse J is here. He's in the building. He's off camera. But we wanted to bring him in and talk about the draft. If you guys missed our draft live show, you didn't miss anything. You can go back and watch the entire live video we have. It was 3 hours long of us going live, reacting to every single draft pick. Yeah. It's on our channel. Go check it out on our YouTube channel. Jesse's here. He was with us during the draft. He is going to give us a breakdown of now that the entire draft is over.
First annual.
What?
Jesse's winners of the NFL draft.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be every year thing, by the way.
And first annual Jesse J's.
Jesse J's winners of the draft, his top 5 winners, some honorable mention teams as well. His favorite Dallas Cowboys draft pick of the draft.
Yeah.
And his
favorite pick of the draft. And then also least favorite pick.
Yes. Favorite pick, least favorite pick of Cowboys draft. We'll talk some Cowboys draft later as well for any Cowboys fans out there listening. So, we're going to go into depth about it. Jesse, give us your honorable mentions for your draft class, man.
All right, my honorable mentions start off with the Detroit Lions, who got Aiden Hutchinson, Jameson Williams, Josh Pascal, which I don't know too much about, but
he's like a DeMarcus Lawrence-esque run-stopping edge who can speed a little bit.
There is no other DeMarcus Lawrence.
And then also Kirby Joseph was a pretty good pick, man.
Yeah,
I really liked. I actually wanted him on the Cowboys.
Should have been a Cowboy.
Yeah,
it's a good safety pick.
The next team, honorable mention, the Indianapolis Colts, who got Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati.
Okay.
Jelani Woods.
Stolen from us.
My guy. Okay.
Bernard.
He's no longer going to be good, by the way, Johnny Woods. If he was going to be a Cowboy, he would have been really good. Now he's not longer going to be good.
It's kind of funny because the pro comparison to him before the draft was Mo Ali Cox, who is still on the team.
I think so, actually.
But that's kind of funny. They got Bernard Ryman and Nick Cross as well. Other picks I don't know too much about.
Yeah, I got some guys. I'm not too sad about the Colts not being in your top 5. I do think the Lions could have been in your top 5, but okay, go ahead and move on to the next honorable mention.
So next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles.
We got to preface this one by saying that, and we heard some of these already before because we obviously recorded some of the podcasts and then lost audio. Jake was saying about this one that he feels Philadelphia should be in the top 5, but at the same time,
I think Philadelphia had the best draft.
To be fair,
that is including the A.J. Brown draft.
We're speaking strictly on who they picked with their picks.
Yeah, Jesse's picks are going to be off of only the draft.
Yeah, only
no
the draft,
trades.
no trades, because it's just one of those things. Like it's like,
or if it is a trade, it's a trade for a pick.
It's not a draft pick, man. It's not a draft pick.
Yeah, you didn't draft.
You just
AJ
traded it
Brown.
away. They could have done it any other day. Like
they could have done it.
What I'm saying is like
we're talking about draft days.
You're including draft picks that team have received.
Yes, we're not talking about guys that got
not players.
via picks. Mm-hmm.
So the Philadelphia Eagles with Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. They also got center Cam Jurgens, who I saw that Jason Kelsey scouted. So
now I want to make sure I put this on record. I just think Philadelphia. Shout out to Nakobe Dean. He's gonna be a beast. I just don't know if they're gonna be that good, man. I mean, they got Jordan Davis, who's basically Fletcher Cox's replacement.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to be Fletcher Cox. I'm just saying he's the Fletcher Cox replacement.
Yeah.
They had Fletcher Cox for years. He didn't scare me that much. Now they did go to the fucking Super Bowl and they won the Super Bowl. I get it. But before and after that,
right.
I'm not scared of Philadelphia. And I think them just basically getting a future replacement for Fletcher Cox doesn't scare me that much. Nakobe Dean's a nice pickup. They finally have a good linebacker. Who else did they get in the draft?
I mean, center Cam Jurgens, Kyron Johnson.
Cam Jurgens, but is he going to be a starting center for them immediately after Kelsey? But then it's a fucking future draft pick anyway.
No, I know, but I'm saying
Kelsey's retiring.
Right,
No, but
Next year.
it is a guy who Jason Kelsey scouted.
Yeah,
so
like
it's-
Kelsey said, like he's my favorite player in the draft, not because he got drafted by the Eagles.
no, he's
but
his favorite center in the draft.
Yeah.
He said it before the draft or after the draft?
He said after.
Come on.
No, he said it
Come on.
while they picked him, but he had talked to Jurgens already about like
Yeah. Maybe
getting
playing.
drafted. And
I just think it's like, okay, that's your future. That's your future pick again. It's not making your O-line better right now. It's making them
all I'm saying.
a Kelsey replacement. You know,
All I'm
which is
saying
already
is
had
that
Kelsey. You know,
he better be good
I'm not saying it like
because if he's not, he's gonna get roasted.
yeah, in Philadelphia.
The lotion jokes are gonna be endless.
My thing is, Jurgens.
Like he better be good.
As soft as my skin when I use Jurgens lotion.
Yeah,
or something like that. Horrible joke, by the way. Can we like get a boo or something on there? I don't know if we have a boo. No, I don't think it's crickets. I think you just gave me a rim shot. Hey, how's it going? Hey. Like, I gotta say the joke. I gotta say the joke again though. Okay, I think we cancel like that. And I gotta say, he's soft, as soft as my skin when I put Jurgens lotion. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if I love the cricket
Bro,
sound,
those are
but
terrible
No, you gotta go.
crickets, bro.
He's as soft as my skin when I use Jurgens lotion. Then you use a little.
Yeah,
That's not the
that
one's
one's
better.
That is
that?
rim
it?
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rim
yeah.
shot. Yeah.
I don't know.
It is.
We listened to
We
him
are
earlier, and I don't
clearly
know.
learning our soundboard
No,
here.
but-
No, so shout out to Jurgens. I just think it's a future pick. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, you have Kelsey, don't draft the center, but I'm saying
That's a t-shirt right there. Shout out to Jurgens.
I know that Cam Jurgens is going to be the Kelsey replacement, but again, you have a Fletcher Cox replacement
Like
and a
a
Kelsey
lot of these
replacement.
guys aren't playing this year.
Not much, at least.
Yeah.
I think obviously Jordan Davis is going to see some field time, but it's
Sure.
like this is the future pick. This is to
Right.
replace Cox and replace Kelsey.
Right.
You had both of them at some point in time, and I wasn't scared of you guys then. I'm not going to be scared of you with new, younger versions of these guys.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? Is my point. And so that's why I'm like, Philly
Jared
had a,
Davis is a fucking beast.
Philly had a good
Yeah.
draft. It's just I'm not scared of them.
It was only 5 players. Too,
I mean,
so
part
like,
of it is
was
the AJ
just-
Brown thing. I'm including that in there.
For sure, and they're so scary with that, but at the same time, it's like Jalen Hurts is the
3
quarterback.
guys,
And no
3.
disrespect, but he still needs to take a step up.
Can
That's the point.
he actually benefit from a wide receiver like AJ Brown? We've yet to see that. Obviously, him and Devontae have a good chemistry, but
He's super young, and
Yeah.
you know I like Jalen Hurts with the head he has in his shoulders. I just always joke with my homie who's an Eagles fan. Like you talk all that smack about the Dak Prescott, you are crossing your fingers that Hurts can be as good as Dak Prescott
Right.
because they are a similar kind of player. I think Hurts is a little more athletic than Dak was, even
Better runner
as
for
a
sure.
younger player.
Yeah.
But Dak, has
I don't know.
developed.
Jalen Hurts is a
I don't
better
know.
runner.
I don't know about that. Dak was a
Coming
pretty
out of
good runner.
college,
Dak was a
Dak's
pretty
a good
good
runner.
Yeah.
But he wasn't He wasn't a 400, 500 yard guy coming in.
Yeah. Okay, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know if Hurts is at
Hurts
that
could
number
be
either. But
like when he's running, he's kind of a running back.
it kind of feels like he just runs.
The
Hurts.
Eagles have a running. They were the number 1 rushing offense. So I mean,
well, partly because Hurts runs.
Yeah,
a lot.
no,
runs a lot,
yeah, that's why. That's why. That's what
But
I'm
yeah,
saying.
so I'm not scared of Philly. Shout out to Philly. You had a good draft.
I would put them 1 just because of
the AJ Brown.
AJ Brown
had a
and
great draft,
Jordan
though.
Davis and Nakobe Dean.
I've admitted
Damn,
that they
I
had a
don't
good
know,
draft.
man. Even with that, like some of these other teams, man, have pretty good drafts.
You're right.
bro.
You're right.
Like,
Well, let's talk about your top 5. Is there another honorable mention? We
there's
missed?
still 2 more. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys. I had to put that in there.
Yeah,
we
sure.
had good picks,
a little
but
bit of a homer.
Good picks.
but
I wasn't like too
They're
amazed by
sleeper
them
picks.
when
They're
they
sleeper picks.
when they first got picked, but I grew on the. I mean, I've grown
draft
on them.
pick,
Yeah,
bro.
like
Grown.
they're pretty good picks. Come
Yeah,
on. And also the New York Jets outside of the top 5. I know that's gonna.
Well,
a
name their
problem with
picks.
some
Real quick.
people.
You got a screenshot of their picks at all?
Yes, Sauce Gardner,
Amazing.
Garrett Wilson,
Amazing.
No, dog.
Jermaine Johnson.
See, this is the thing. Is the top 3. Is
Their top 3
this is
picks
what
are
carries
beastie.
it, though. That's what carries it. 'Cause I think they had some
Yeah.
iffy picks later on, right? Like,
Well, they got Brees Hall with their 4th rounder.
I like that.
No, 2nd rounder.
I like that though because he could be
no,
arguably
but-
the best running back in the
But they
draft.
just
You saying,
got
like, super
Michael
reach?
Carter. Who's,
I mean,
bro, he was.
he's good,
the best
but
running
you
back
know
on the
how
team.
arguably the best running back in this class.
But also,
And
like,
Brees
it doesn't hurt to have another running back that's good.
true.
I mean,
What if Brees Hall beats him out? You know, like,
But also, a lot of people are talking about the running backs this class as being like pretty okay. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, though, man,
Well,
this class is gonna have some guys because everyone's sleeping on the running backs.
No, I think.
No one values running back anymore, so no one pays
Yeah,
attention.
yeah, but it's like a lot easy easier to replace.
Exactly. No one
running back
values running backs
position.
anymore
Pretty
after
solid,
Zeke
right?
got paid.
So that's what it is.
Honestly,
No, after Gurley got paid, really.
Todd Gurley
and then Zeke like solidified it.
Have like solidified the fact that running backs probably shouldn't get paid, and no disrespect to Zeke because we love Zeke, but like, it's just rough, man. Like their lifespan is so short.
Yeah, it's just kind of messed up because they get ran into the ground, man. Like,
Yeah, but it's like bullshit too because it's like, at some point they gotta get paid. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
but it's
that's
just
why.
like-
that's wrong.
it sucks because right now it's like they're easily replaceable.
I think the lesson learned is like we can't pay you $20 million.
Yeah, and when was the last time a team with like a superstar running back getting paid $15 million a year has won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, in every like Super Bowl, the leading rusher in the Super Bowl has been paid like $3 million or less.
It just sucks because like our favorite guys are usually the running back.
Yeah.
It's either receiver or running back. We like skill positions and as fans, so that those players should get some of that money. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I think it's just the market's going to get reset, and I think
go back down for
most
sure.
running backs are going to get at most $12 million.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
not, be like, all right, then we're going to
moving
just
on.
we're just gonna
we'll draft like a running back by committee situation.
Right.
But anyways, the Jets. I mean, that's still solid. The first four picks are pretty solid.
No, they're pretty solid picks. Jeremy Ruckert is also there.
Oh my God, bro! Come on,
Yeah.
sleeper tight end by the way, Jeremy Ruckert.
But no, that's that's nice top five.
Here's your opinion.
Yeah, it's not my top five. I think I'm ready to get into the top five.
Yeah, let's go. Number 5.
Number 5, the Atlanta Falcons, who drafted Drake London, Arnold Ebiketie, Troy Anderson, Desmond Ritter. The other picks I don't really know too much about. D'Angelo Malone, Tyler
Good edge rusher.
Algier.
Nah, Desmond Ritter's carrying a lot of the weight in this.
I think
draft
so,
class
but
where he's at.
if he becomes the franchise quarterback, I think Jesse's
Jesse's very adamant. He thinks Ritter's the franchise guy.
He is. He is.
So that's carrying a lot of weight. If you have your franchise quarterback, then yes, it's a great draft class.
If he flops and you're stuck, then you're still done. But they got some other guys as well, right?
I would say Drake and Ritter are carrying a
London.
lot of the weight in this class.
I mean, Ebiketie and Anderson actually.
Ebiketie are ballers.
yeah, they're both good, but I'm saying
both very good.
I like Troy Anderson as a speedy linebacker, for sure. So
You know, now that I think about it, maybe the Jets could have been over.
maybe the Jets
Maybe.
over Falcons.
I mean,
but it's 5 and
there's a
honorable mention.
debate.
It's literally
Yeah.
like so close.
There's
Like,
a debate, but it's your five. It's your
the
five.
Jets are right there. It's
your 5, and in
yeah.
the Falcons picks, they have a potentially franchise quarterback.
No,
There's a
yeah,
reason why you
absolutely.
do the honorable mentions in there anyway. So
Yeah.
go ahead, number 4.
The Baltimore Ravens, who
I
got
really like their draft, man.
Kyle Hamilton, Tyler Linderbaum,
Sorry, I didn't applaud the Ravens. I had to applaud the Ravens.
David Ojabo, Travis Jones, Daniel Falele,
These are all guys I wanted, man.
Yeah,
Charlie Kohler, and Isaiah Likely. They also got a punter.
that's a strong
They're
one.
2 or 1 for me, bro. Because
Yeah.
you got Kohler to be obviously your backup tight end for now, but possibly a Mark Andrews replacement.
Ojabo, I don't care his injury. Ojabo's a beast.
Dude,
Well, this is the thing is that Ojabo is going to be a future beast for you. Maybe not immediately, but
give a
at some
fuck.
point in time, he
I
could be
don't
the best edge
I don't
rusher.
care. It's the same thing with the Dean thing with Philly.
He could be the best edge rusher in this class. And that's
Dude,
crazy.
I really wanted Ojabo at 24, bro. Like I know it was a reach because he's not gonna play in year
Super
one.
reach. He went to like the third, no? Or
No,
second?
He went in second.
I just think
13th pick in the second round.
It's
so
tough
it wouldn't
because he's not going to play. So he needed to go to a team that like is already cool with like what their roster is, like a Tampa Bay,
Right.
Kansas City
Yeah.
S team, or Baltimore Ravens S team. You know, who has enough edge rushers right now to hold over while they wait for him to get healthy. So I really like their draft though. Travis Jones, a great run stopping D tackle for them. Linderbaum is a great center for them to be a great run blocker for them. Linderbaum, right? They got him?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. That's
Kyle
crazy.
Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton. Oh my God.
At 14, they got him at 14.
They're gonna be good. The problem right now is that their quarterback isn't happy with them when they trade away Marquise Brown. Now I think.
Yeah, they do need receiver help, but
But I also think like if you got a first round pick for Marquise Brown, like I know you liked him, Lamar, but like now you have a new offensive lineman. You know, for that was the pick they used, right?
Yeah.
Linderbaum. They used that pick.
Yeah, that's the pick.
Now you have a new offensive lineman that's going to help you run the ball more, Lamar. So I know you
Yeah.
like Marquise Brown and
but-
stuff, but you weren't winning with him. So
Sure, but also like, who am I throwing now to on the outside?
I mean,
do you have a
they
Duvernay
drafted 2 tight ends too, so I mean they could be going back to that.
Charlie Kohler,
3 tight end.
Mark Andrews.
right.
Got some receiving options.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. Lamar doesn't go down the field anyways. You know what I mean? Throw down the field that much anyway. So it's like, fuck it. Let's go short.
Yeah, but you need some.
Short passes to our tight ends. Get some
they got
average
Rashad
receivers.
Bateman, man. Don't sleep on Bateman. Bateman's pretty
I'm
good.
sleeping on him, bro.
Hey,
I'm taking a long ass
Julio
nap.
Jones is out there. You know,
Cole
Odell Beckham
Beasley.
Jr. and Cole Beasley.
Yeah,
you got
Odell
some
would be
guys who can be
nice.
some short route running. You know, I mean, obviously not Julio maybe, but short route runners who can kind of be quick slant kind of guys for Lamar.
Travis Landry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, who you got
Landry out
next?
So at 3, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, who traded up for Trent McDuffie, What sound did you just play right now?
No, the clapping.
Clapping.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
We're clapping for every team.
All right. They got McDuffie, Karlaftis.
I like that.
Sky Moore, Brian
that.
Cook,
I mean, those
Leo
first three picks
Chenal, Joshua Williams, corner out of Fayetteville State, but they also got Darian Kennard.
Joshua Williams is like 6'3", though. Big boy
Beast.
as a corner.
Beast, basically. What is it?
Long.
What you're saying.
Corner, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Darian Kennard, too, in round 5.
Yeah, filled all positions of need.
Yeah.
Sky Moore, arguably one of the better receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, could be the best receiver. Who knows? Like, who knows with these guys?
Yeah, small school guy, but he's speedster. You want that speed to replace Tyreek Hill. He could easily be a really solid Tyreek Hill replacement for them.
Yeah, they filled exactly every spot that they needed with great players.
Some
So I like
O-line
that.
depth. I really like that one as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
okay.
Good draft. Good draft.
Really good draft, man.
All
Like,
right,
moving on
next.
third, though.
Not good enough.
Houston Texans are number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
They went with Derek Stingley at the number 3 overall
Ooh,
pick.
too high. Reach.
Okay, get out of here, man.
I'm just saying,
said
Amon
this
Gardner's
is-
right there, bro.
We said this.
Amon
in
Gardner
the-
was right there,
We
but
said this in the other audio, and but I'm gonna say it again. I hate the whole fucking reach thing. If I mean the Texans had an extra pick, but if you're a team that has one pick in the draft
yeah.
or in the round, I'm gonna pick the guy that I want. I don't give a fuck if you had a later round draft.
Or if you
Exactly.
think that, like, you could say, like, for
like,
example,
you were at-
oh, bro, you could have had this guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I wanted this one.
Right. I need this one, and this is the guy I like.
Like, bro,
and he's not gonna be there the next time I pick.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Right.
I don't want Kayvon Thibodeau. I want fucking Derek Stingley. This is the thing. I think I want you guys we gotta say it right now and establish this right fucking now on this podcast.
Okay.
Is Stingley gonna boom or is he gonna bust?
Is he gonna bang or bust?
Say it right now. Is he gonna bang and bust?
You guys are
Soundboard,
dumb,
we're
bro.
taking advantage of that one. Is he gonna boom or is he gonna bust? Do you think that the Texans made the right decision? You gotta call it right now, and obviously we don't know, and we could both all be wrong. No disrespect to Derek Stingley, I think he's gonna be a good player. I just think, do you think it's gonna be the right pick to go with him over Ahmad Gardner? That's really the question I'm asking here. Not saying he's gonna be a good player.
Right.
He's gonna be an average player. He's gonna be a good corner
I mean,
for them.
barring any like health issues.
Is he, barring health issues, is he going to be? Who's going to be? They're both healthy. Who is going to be? And it's all said and done 5 years from now. Who is going to be the better corner out of this class? Derek Stingley or Ahmad Gardner? You call it
man,
right
dude.
now. Make your call right
Oh,
now.
man, that's so tough, bro.
If Derek stays healthy, it's Derek. In my opinion.
I would
Jesse?
say Sauce Gardner is going to be the better player, but because I believe Derek Stingley is going to be more of that turnover guy. And
Trayvon
I mean,
Diggs,
you look at Trayvon Diggs, people hate that, right?
Well, I think it's because the star on
I
his
mean,
helmet. To
the
be
star on his
honest,
helmet
but
too, but like people
I get you.
value. I mean, you look at
Xavier Howard even.
AJ Terrell. He only allowed 100 yards, or
Jeez,
like
no
or
way.
something like that. Like
There's no way.
It
Something
was
crazy. Yeah.
It was something like little, like, it was, and he's in his second year, so it was like,
Right.
Yeah, I think. Damn,
So you're saying Sauce gonna be like a good like
I'm saying Sauce is gonna be locked down, like
Locked down, but
You
no,
think
not a
Sauce
lot
going to
of
be AJ
interceptions?
Terrell, lockdown, a little quiet, no one's really going to pay attention, pass breakup,
Yeah.
lock-up guy versus
I mean, I hate to do it,
Stingley
but
being an
Byron
interception
Jones.
guy.
Sauce is gonna be Byron Jones. Stingley's gonna be Trevon
not
Diggs.
exactly. I mean, he's gonna get interceptions, dude. Like every
Well, no,
quarter.
wait, Byron got interceptions too, but I'm saying
No, he had.
I think
he
when it's
didn't
all
get
said and
interceptions.
done-
he got one in his like rookie year. Or
but
something.
I'm saying you're gonna lean more towards Sauce's lockdown versus getting interceptions.
Yeah.
I think when it's all said and done, I put the pressure on you guys. I'll make my pick. I think when it's all said and done, Ahmad Gardner will be the better corner out of this class in 5 years. But hey, they could both, not really work out. I mean, they're both in really bad situations. That's the biggest thing. Is like
Are they though? I don't know. Jets, you had a good draft.
they did have a good draft, but I think
And
the
they have a
Jets are
good
still not
coach.
going to be very good.
If you think what Zach
Dude,
Wilson is the guy,
I don't know.
think they
They're
have
a pretty good young team, man.
Yeah.
they're
The New York
Bryce
Jets.
Hall on the opposite side of Ahmad Gardner.
Yeah.
He can make something work over there too.
You got they have a good defensive line.
Still have Mackay back then. I know there was rumors that they were gonna trade him, but
Quinton Williams and Jermaine Johnson on the D line. Sheesh.
Yeah.
they're good, bro. I'm telling you. I don't think Sauce is in that bad of a situation. I think the Jets are finally turning it around.
Yeah, my pick is
Yeah.
going to be Ahmad
now
Gardner.
Stingley, yes. Stingley fucking needs to get
Really
out of
bad
there.
situation, but
Yeah.
I do think on all said and done, Ahmad Gardner will be the better corner.
But it was a great draft, man.
Yeah, it was a great draft.
And that was your second, right? Second?
Yeah, that was second.
Okay,
That was
number
Houston,
one.
right?
Whoa, let me say more of the picks.
Yeah,
man.
it was more of the picks, but I was going to say Kenyon Green.
We talked about Derek
Sure.
Stingley. Yeah, they got Kenyon Green at 15.
Yeah.
And then in the second round, They went with Jalen Petre and John Mechie.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
I love John Mechie, but John Mechie's gonna be a beast, man.
Beastie.
And then in the third round, they went Christian Harris. They also got a running back, Damian Pierce, out of Florida.
Great linebacker out of Alabama.
D tackle Thomas Booker, Tegan Quitoriano, and a tight end.
Don't know who they is, to be honest.
And then another offensive tackle.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, good draft. Good draft for sure. I think that offensive line is solid. I think you want to beef it up and help out with their quarterback situation with Davis Mills. Yeah, shout out to the Texans, man. They had a good draft. Decent roster. Still got a lot of work to do.
I said it before. He was the second rated offensive. Fuck, what am I talking about? Second rated quarterback. Rookie quarterback last year. Davis Mills. So.
Yeah, honestly, I'm
not saying much because Mac was kind of average, but
I think he had a solid year though, and I think he has opportunity. And Houston's got an opportunity to be pretty good.
Adding some pieces, for sure.
I mean, they're going to be top 5 probably next year again in the draft, but they're building.
They had a really good value class.
And your number 1 draft class of the season, Jess, 2022 NFL draft
of the last 3 days. It's the Tennessee Titans.
I should have put some like
Let's go.
I should put a sad trombone on. Damn, boo.
Now they traded AJ Brown.
Explain this to us because I don't think a lot of people have the Tennessee Titans as number 1. So explain why you have them at number 1, the best draft.
For me, I feel like they got a lot of the names that I was focused on. Obviously for the Dallas Cowboys, they got a lot of the guys I liked. And they
started off with the first rounder for AJ Brown. They got a first round pick. Right?
They got a first round pick for AJ Brown.
Yep.
And they ended up turning into AJ Brown 2.0 and Treylon Burks. Treylon Burks. They got Treylon Burks, and then they ended up going with Roger McCreary in the second round.
Mm-hmm. I think you've been saying he's like a really.
I've been saying like he's
potentially really good.
Yeah, he could guard your fastest player.
Mm-hmm. Best corner.
There's a lot of speed in the NFL.
Sounds like it, bro. He sounds like a beast.
Roger McCreary. Yeah.
Roger McCreary too next to Caleb Farley. I mean, that's pretty beastie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they both can work out.
And Christian Fulton.
Yeah.
Damn.
So he could play in the slot.
I mean, they're all young and they need to work on their games.
He could play in the slot.
Yeah.
They got offensive tackle Nicholas Petit-Frere. Mm-hmm. But biggest pick of the draft, Malik Willis going into the third round.
Sheesh.
For them. Kind of Ryan Tannehill, like
a little disrespectful to Ryan Tannehill. But
I mean, I was about to say he's better. He's not better than Ryan Tannehill, but he has more at his disposal than Ryan Tannehill, I think.
I think he has the capabilities of being better than Ryan Tannehill. Obviously, he can run a little bit faster than Ryan Tannehill can, move a little better. And he has a bigger arm than Ryan Tannehill, but he has put it all together. Ryan Tannehill is probably the more accurate, obviously more experienced quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
But we talk about this he's got great potential in this situation. It's a great situation for him. He's going to be able to learn, sit probably even 2 years behind Ryan Tannehill. Right. They're going to say, hey, this cap hit's too much for Ryan Tannehill. Let's move off of him. 2 years later, see if Malik Willis can make it happen. Now, it's happened before. Look at Jordan Love out of the Green Bay. Like, he's sitting there and just waiting, and no one's even talking about Jordan Love and what he can do.
Right.
The Green Bay Packers had an opportunity to say,
dude, let's
save the money, let's go completely young, and let's go with Jordan Love. Is he just not good in the locker room? Is he not developing the way they want him to? We don't know, obviously, but I'm saying same thing can happen with Malik Willis. 2 years from now, they can move on from Ryan Tannehill, and if we see them making a draft pick for another quarterback, then we'll know, okay, maybe Malik Willis isn't what we thought he was going to be. Right. It sucks we had to wait a couple years for that, but I think if you're Malik Willis, your mentality should be like, hey, I'm going to make a decent amount of money, sitting on the bench, learning, and hey, an ankle twist away from getting my opportunity as well. You never want to wish injury upon anybody, but you never know what happens in the NFL. Injuries happen all the time.
So
if you're Malik Willis, really good situation for you. You're happy to sit, wait, and learn, and see if you can make the most out of your NFL opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I mean, yeah.
That was top 5. Good job, Jess. Do you have your favorite and least favorite picks of the NFL draft 2022?
My favorite and least favorite picks. All right. Let's start off with least favorite.
Okay.
Kenny Pickett to Pittsburgh.
Wow, small hands.
His hands too small.
I just think there were better guys on the board, obviously. Like, no other quarterback went until the third round.
This is the Ritter disrespect.
What was the pick? What was his name,
bro?
Huh? What was his name? Who was it?
Kenny Pickett.
Damn, how to hit him with it.
What, is the bad trombone?
Oh, you guys don't know. It's so funny. We don't have headphones, guys, so
Yeah,
we
we
can't
can't
hear
hear
the sound effect. It's a sad trombone. It's a
Oh yeah, I just think it was such a reach, man. Like you get a guy that.
This is the Ritter disrespect for Jesse. Obviously, Ritter was the better quarterback.
No. It wasn't even that. No, Malik Willis too. Malik Willis is a good quarterback. Even Matt Corral.
Well, this is the
I
thing.
still like.
I think if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, and obviously they talked to him and they met him and they're in Pittsburgh. They've seen him play.
Yeah.
I think it just comes down to like, you go with the guy you want, and if they think that this guy can compete with Mitchell Trubisky year one to be a starter, then you go for that. And then on top of that, Kenny Pickett was the best quarterback in this class. Like everyone said it, everyone knew it. It's just really sitting and waiting to see how it was going to happen. Are you going to bet on traits? Or are you going to bet on the guy who's more NFL ready now?
Right.
Kenny Pickett was obviously the more NFL ready quarterback. He was the only quarterback to win in the first 2 rounds. So give him his credit. He was the most NFL ready, and everyone always goes, NFL teams are always dumb, or they always make some mistake, or they always jump at the quarterback.
Right.
They're all listening and paying attention now. I think NFL GMs and these ownerships and the leadership, they're all paying attention to what we're saying and doing and learning from other people's mistakes. I think they're starting to realize like, hey, there's certain things we should do and shouldn't do. And in a bad quarterback class where we're not falling in love with any of these quarterbacks, why are we going to take a chance on a guy in the first, second round?
Yeah.
And that's what happened. The only guy who went was the guy who was the most NFL ready. And even at that point, it's a question mark. Is he going to start? He doesn't have to. He could literally sit on the bench behind Mitchell Trubisky. And
I think what it is the Steelers are in a position of like, we need to find the future quarterback.
No, dude, I think
Sure, it's a weak class, but they're pretty solid everywhere else on defense. Decent offensive line. Let's go get a quarterback.
Yeah,
for
and
me, it's like a move that they need to win now. Like they're getting older, man. They're losing a lot of guys.
They're trying to replace their guys, the younger guys.
They don't have a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And this is a weak class. So
He's the most NFL ready, though, if you do want to win now. And on top of that, you can sit in patient and wait. And the biggest thing about Kenny Pickett is that he's a guy who has potential to have decent accuracy and arm strength like a Ben Roethlisberger. Now, he's not going to be the same. Obviously, Big Ben was a fucking beast. Yeah. But he has that, like, okay, he can be a pocket passing quarterback, but also he fucking moves. Yeah. Y'all saw that fake slide. You remember it? Cross people up and shit. So you want a quarterback who can move. You got a guy who can move and throw really well. The best arm in the class, no question. So
yeah,
go with that, bro.
All right.
Yep. So least favorite, your favorite pick of the draft, Jess?
My favorite pick of the draft. It's not going to be a steal. It's actually a dude in the first round. It's Kaiir Elam to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, okay, I like that one.
Because I just really, they needed a corner desperately, obviously.
Right. And we were sitting there in the draft. If you guys went back and watched our live, we're sitting there and Jesse's like, oh, the Bills, Kaiir Elam, like take him.
Yeah.
He's a smart player. You see that video of him, by the way, of them interviewing him? The Bills are interviewing him like before the draft process. Oh, dude, he pulls out a notebook. And he's basically explaining, first of all, like I can't even imagine being a player and having to get interviewed like this. There's fucking 80 guys in the room, and they're all he's in the middle of the fucking room, sitting out on a chair, and they're obviously being cool with them and shit. But it's like guys with computers and shit is all right behind them, and it's so weird. But he pulls out a notebook, and it's literally his where'd he go? Florida, Clemson,
Florida,
right? It's his Florida notebook. He gives it to them and goes, these are all notes I've taken. I just feel like I'm a really well-prepared guy. Like, I pay attention and I take notes on, like, exactly what we do wrong as a team and what we need to do as a DB room and all that stuff. And they're looking at it, and that's kind of one of the more impressive things that they did. They saw about him is that not only is he super talented and he has the talent and size to be a really legit corner in the league, he's really, really hardworking and obviously cares about the game and cares about getting better for his team. So, I think he's a beast, perfect for that culture in Buffalo. They like smart guys who are just going to kind of play football and be really good football players, and just focus on the game. And that's kind of a perfect spot for him. And him being an opposite side of Tre'Davious White. Jesse called it then. During the draft, you were like, Kaiir Elam.
I did say Kaiir Elam, but I just think he's really sticky, man. I think he's gonna be the best, second best because Sauce Gardner is there.
Yeah,
man corner in the
he's gonna be really good. Top 5 corners in this draft for sure.
Yeah. I'm shout out to Kaiir Elam. He's a beast. And then going into the Cowboys, we are Cowboys fans here on the show. Sorry, the Media Mixtape podcast. So sorry to burst your bubble, any Cowboy haters out there, but we will talk about the picks real quick just because I want to get Jesse's opinion on what's your favorite Cowboys pick.
Well, let's go here. Overall grade.
For Dallas Cowboys?
For Dallas Cowboys.
Overall grade.
All 7 rounds.
Oh, man. I would say...
Siri, shut up.
My overall grade for the Cowboys would probably... I think I'm more leaning towards a B because I wasn't as excited for all the picks.
Yeah.
But it's probably a B plus, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm leaning B. And it's because I want to lower them a little bit for a couple things. Them, quote unquote, reaching for certain guys, and just not necessarily taking the best player available. And the reason why I say that is because the Cowboys forced themselves to literally go off need. Now, I didn't think they would do this, but the first 4 picks in the draft, the Cowboys went left guard replacement,
Yeah.
edge replacement, receiver replacement, and TE2, tight end 2 replacement.
Yeah.
So you literally went and said, okay, obviously Blake Jarwin was going to happen, and we don't want to pay Schultz, so we need a new tight end. You literally went, oh, we lost Randy Gregory. Okay, here's a new edge rusher. You literally went, okay, we traded Amari Cooper for a 5th round pick because we're dumbasses. Let's get another receiver.
Right.
And it's like, bro, if you restructure Amari Cooper and you actually don't be dumb and you sign Randy Gregory and don't add any weird contract, you don't burn that bridge. You re-sign Randy Gregory. You have less money in free agency, which they didn't even spend.
Right.
But you're able to go BPA in the draft, and you could end up with maybe you take Tyler Smith in the first round still because you need an offensive lineman, you need a future tackle. But there was a Jermaine Johnson on the table, which you wouldn't take if you had Randy Gregory.
There was Devin Lloyd on the board.
But
Tyler
Devin Lloyd,
Linderbaum.
linebacker, was on the board. There was also, to my opinion, say you take Tyler Smith. In the second round, you had Travis Jones, a really good nose tackle who could be a run stopper for you. They took one of those guys in the 5th round, but you could have took the higher, better talent in the second round. Same thing with like some of the linebackers and corners that went off the board in the second and third round. So I just feel like you force yourself to take these first 4 picks. That's why I bring it down to a B. But ultimately, I do like Jalen Tolbert, Sam Williams, and all these guys that end up taking, especially
They're all good
the
selections.
5th round
D.
players.
Williams.
D. Williams. But I like a lot of their guys in the 4th and 5th round, actually, and some of the projects they have. Yeah, it's going to be future projection stuff for them, but I do like a lot of that, so that's why they have it as high as a B. It would be even higher if they were able to go BPA better.
Yeah, I got a B as well. So let's go over the actual picks. So first round, we get Tyler Smith.
Yep.
I jokingly said he would go in the first round. Nah, I thought he was a good player, but I was kind of like, he's not going in the first round.
Yeah.
And of course, the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas
pick him.
Cowboys take him.
How do you guys feel about that pick?
I was a little bit down on it when it first happened. If you go back to watch our live reaction, none of us really reacted right well. We just kind of like, okay, like, we didn't want to be too mean about it, but we weren't super excited. I just think it's a smart pick because he's a big guy who's going to be your left tackle of the future when Tyron Smith retires. But right now, in this moment, yes, he has a lot of holding penalties. He's not going to be a tackle. I think when you're a tackle, it's hard for you to step out and grab an edge rusher and try to keep him, upright while he's trying to speed around the edge for you. I think he's going to be a guy as a guard, not having to deal with that much speed necessarily all the time. It's going to allow him to take advantage of his power. That's where he's going to be better. He's not going to have to hold as much. I think he takes away a good amount of his holding penalties because he's so strong. Right. Fix some technique. I think he's going to be a good left guard. I actually kind of like the pick now.
Yeah, the pick has grown on me too. Like I wasn't as excited for it in the beginning. We kind of forced our hand. We took best player available at the position of need. So I wasn't really too happy about that. Obviously, you
just want to take best player
I think
available.
I think it's going to be a good pick in the end.
Yeah,
he's going to be a good run
we
blocker.
obviously needed it. He's our left tackle of the future, current right guard. I think you could throw him in now.
Left guard.
Left guard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, left guard, sorry. Tackle of the future, left guard of now. And, hopefully Tyron Smith can stay healthy, but we have an option to slide out there now if he doesn't. So,
yeah.
So it grew on me. Fuck, I can't talk right now. It grew on me, but the best thing about that pick is that he's fat Amari Cooper, and I will not.
Yeah, if you guys look up a picture of...
look up Amari Cooper. Look up Tyler Smith without their helmets on, obviously. And
he's a fat.
Tyler Smith is fat. Amari Cooper.
They're both so serious too in the pictures. It's so
thick Amari Cooper. Thick Amari Cooper with ass.
So moving on to the second round, we have D. Williams. This one I'm hype about.
I'm really hype about him.
He also looks like Micah Parsons, so they just took fucking twins of our players. But
look like Micah Parsons. Sounds like with him, with the kid in his hand, like and everything. I just feel like he feels like Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboys went with a good edge rusher who's going to replace Randy Gregory. Now, there was some off-the-field stuff that people keep bringing up, and I just don't really like it because it's a sexual battery case, which obviously is horrible, and that's a bad situation. But also, it was dropped, and that matters, I think, to some extent. So, not saying that always is a perfect situation. I'm not saying he's completely innocent. I'm not saying I don't know that. But what we do know is it was dropped. So, you can kind of move on from it a little bit. There was some high school stuff that happened, too, but ultimately, he came out from a rough background. That's the truth of the situation, and he's a really good player, and I don't think he should have fallen down that many draft boards for a case that was dropped. I understand it's a very sensitive time and stuff, and it's difficult with those situations. I don't want to be desensitive to that, but I just want to say that when a case is dropped, you have to give a player a little bit of the benefit of the doubt when that's the only case they have against him, especially.
Right.
So I think he's gonna be a really good edge rusher, man. I mean, 12.5 sacks in the SEC. I mean, you can't really ask for much more of that.
They put him up against Aiden Hutchinson. Same amount of games, or maybe one less game.
Yeah.
And Aiden Hutchinson, second overall pick in the draft.
Yeah.
And basically the same numbers.
Yeah.
So,
And better. D. Williams is better in certain aspects. So we call him D. Williams, by the way, for those who haven't seen his interview. He prefers to be called D. Williams. Said that in an interview with Blogging the Boys. So, man, I'm super excited about it, especially with tackle for loss, too. He's not a really good run stopper necessarily, but he did have 15 tackles for loss as well, on top of 12.5 sacks in the SEC again.
Yeah, I think
against
that's
some really good tackles. So.
One a game, too.
He's going to be a good player, I think. Basically, what the Cowboys need, speedy, Randy Gregory-esque type of edge rusher.
Robert Quinn.
Yeah.
I think is
Robert Quinn-esque.
Micah Parsons.
Just all speed. Robert Quinn's perfect. All speed. Just how he's really going to get you.
Yeah. Not the biggest guy, but strong, fast, and can get to the quarterback.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next pick. Who's the third round?
Third round was Jalen Holbert. A little bit of a
Jalen
steal. Small school receiver. I like it. I'm excited about it. We can stop by the third round because I don't think everyone cares too much about the fourth and fifth rounds and sixth rounds.
I mean, actually,
although I'm excited about those guys.
For me, day 3 was
the best.
I
for
was
the Cowboys.
more excited about those players than
We got people like Ridgeway, and this is what boosted us up to a 3, I think, is Ridgeway.
Ridgeway and Damon Clark are the two picks that I love the most from the Dallas Cowboys because Damon Clark, although he does have spinal fusion surgery in his past, arguably a second-round pick in the draft if he didn't have that surgery. Needed the surgery. Going to take a year to recover, but that guy could be a steal of the draft. You're looking at a couple years from now when he's starting alongside Jabril Cox and Micah Parsons. It's going to be a very scary linebacking core.
Yep.
You also have a good D-line still. It's going to be a really good team, I think, defensively in the future. So
Just really hope Jabril Cox shows up this year. And
and I hope John Ridgeway can actually see some field time and stop the run for us because we need it.
I'm pretty sure he will.
You see, I went back and watched some of his highlights and some film breakdown. Multiple games where Arkansas, their thing is really interesting defense they played. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a football guy, but 3-man rush and just a fucking wall of defenders, linebackers and a couple corners just in front and kind of a zone kind of thing. And 3-man rush and multiple fucking times John Ridgeway on a 3-man rush just bull rushes the center.
Yeah.
And a guard trying to help and everything. He just running dudes over to get to the quarterback or stop the run. It's fucking crazy to see. So go look up some John Ridgeway. Go look up some John Ridgeway. Multiple times it's a 3-man rush and he's just fucking going ham.
Yeah.
And they still can't stop him. It's crazy.
It's funny because we've had Micah Parsons last year saying he wanted to be a Cowboy, and it fell that way for the Cowboys. Ridgeway told Jerry Jones at I forgot what game it was, some bowl game.
Yeah, he won a bowl
You're gonna
game.
draft me.
Damn.
And obviously
I think it's pretty crazy. Yeah, this last draft, I was like, damn, all these guys want to be Cowboys. It's pretty insane.
And I think a lot of the Cowboys, the guys we have are legit Cowboys fans. Like Trevon Diggs and Michael Parsons. You could tell they're genuinely Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith is from Texas.
Tyler Smith
Literally
looked up
from
to
Fort Worth.
Tyron Smith and Larry Allen.
Said his favorite player was Larry Allen. Going to take Larry Allen's number for the Cowboys. I mean, it's crazy. It's really good to
D.
see.
Williams too, and he has a clip. There's a clip of him saying, "I just feel like I belong here." At the Cowboy Stadium. So it's exciting.
It's exciting. Dallas Cowboys guys, we're very excited for the Dallas Cowboys.
We got some good, solid players. We definitely drafted for need over best player available, but sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
I'm very, very excited for the Dallas Cowboys.
Strong draft. That is going to do it for this year. This first annual Jesse's
draft recap.
We got draft recap.
Jesse J's 2022 NFL draft recap.
Yeah, so that's the first annual.
I don't know
We'll do it every single year.
Every single year.
We're going to live stream every single year. You guys subscribe to us on the Media Mixtape Podcast channel. We don't just talk Cowboys. We obviously talk every single team in the NFL, especially when it comes down to the first round. So follow us, subscribe, and everything, and hit us up for sure.
Yeah, let's try to end this quickly. You guys can follow me at OBJack, OBWEJAC. You can follow Josh at
Josh__G, 2 H's and 2 B's. That's too confusing for you. It should be right here in front of me. If not, it's in the description wherever you're watching or listening. Jesse's is...
It's at JESSEGIRONN.
Okay.
This is it.
On Instagram and Twitter?
Yeah. On Twitter.
Okay, Instagram's different.
Is this Twitter?
It's just Twitter.
follow
Just
my
Twitter.
Twitter.
It's too much.
Just follow my Twitter, man.
Just follow my Twitter, guys.
Yeah,
That
This is the second hour of us doing this podcast.
That's
We're
going
ready
to
to
do
end
it for this draft recap. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will talk to you guys
All
next
right,
week.
guys. Peace.